for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have?
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
On the double.
The mic. 56 is the mic.
Look at me. Go.
Slam. Shit.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Too little, Cupcake.
Hey, Echo.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
I smell fear in that offense.
Off-play action. Herbert sliding out of the pocket. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game? Centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster. Let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He'll run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Yellow. I go on.
Danny.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Stay with your man.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none of that. Get it. Pick up the ball.
Mahomes going to throw.
Watch the twitch.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 21 yards.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy.
And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make.
Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Right there, 56. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 8 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40. Now a carry for Jacobs. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
You're out.
Check 49. Check 49.
Go.
Check 37. Check 37.
Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
It's a long day for you.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 27-yard line.
First down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
12. And the Chargers
Ready,
first down.
50, plant.
56. Let's go, D. Let's go.
On the ball. Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
We got a runner.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And it should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Chris Jones in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Badgley's kick is good. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Good job. Good stop, D.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
56 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left.
Here I come again.
And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Yellow. Hey, Sunday on Sunday on Sunday on Sunday.
6. Cut. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
66. Bullet high.
56.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
There we go.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here's Tyler Newsome now. Keenan Allen back deep for the Chargers. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get. To their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Watch the ship. Check safety, check safety.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Chiefs 14, Chargers 3.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over.
Come on, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 6.
Right there. 56.
Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Here we go.
First down, Chargers.
Down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Come on,
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Yo, Cheetah, go.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53's Mike. Hey, watch the slant. 53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Watch the run.
Leo.
The run. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Here's 2nd and 8.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right
He
there.
gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Off play action. Herbert escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Allen. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, now this from 43. Badgley able to knock this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm coming. Be good.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Check 33. Hey, here I come.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Chargers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Now, let's go.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back to you. Move. Shoot. Check the backer.
Hey.
Get him.
Shoot.
From the gun, Herbert. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 30-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill.
15.
Turn it out.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Let's go, D.
Now here's
It's gonna be a
Mahomes.
long day. Check four.
Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
15 yards.
Let's go, boys.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City.
Oh, yeah, that's the score.
Demarcus Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and through. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Okay, ready?
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 27. Operating from the gun, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Now the Charger offense will stay on the field as they'll line up to go for the 2-point try. Looking to throw. Herbert. And a little floater there is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, If you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
They'll run it with Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow.
Back.
15, yellow.
56 to Mike, boy. Charlie, check 56. Check tight end, check tight.
From the 31, Mahomes. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety, Derwin James. Not that time for Watkins. That pick, his 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Were you in the 9 hole?
Or you played the 9 position right field? That wasn't so great.
That wasn't good. You're picking dandelions out there.
Exactly.
But the 9 picks,
you want that in a big way. That's a great season.
Heck of a season. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Orbit on the ball. 56 to Mike, boys. 55. Check 56.
Back to throw. Herbert.
Let's go.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Hey. High 7.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
Ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Gonna throw deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
Down. 70. Indy. Hard.
Check 25.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We're back now in KC. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4.
Come on, set. 15, Lonnie. Look at me. Score. Shoot.
Running on first down, Eckler. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. 60 yards.
I don't think you got it, son. Let's go, let's go.
Go.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, lock it.
He's checking.
From the gun, Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Frank Clark, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Check 50.
They begin the drive with Williams. He finds an opening past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Well, last year, Henry really looked poised for a prime breakout season, but then May 22nd, tore his ACL during OTAs, ruled out for the year. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Hey, check 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, Delta.
53 is the mic.
Not here. Now.
On 4th down, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 39. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
You don't know no better.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Switch.
Attack.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
He's coming.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rookie Seals Jones. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. The point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
43, Chargers 15. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen, that time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on second and long. Mahomes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, really. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches, be honest, don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Give them 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
First down, Chargers.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Frank Clark in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
I know you felt that one.
That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
70, Indy.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Hit it.
On third down, Herbert. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for our visitors, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.